welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of shock therapy suspension upgrade kit. We got our shocks back, so we're gonna go through a couple things on how to get them set up, put back on the car, and then we're gonna beat it up. But first thing we need to do is get swagged out. I do. Now that we're all swagged out, next step, yeah, so I don't know if you've been following this, if you haven't been following it. Quick recap. We are doing shock therapy. If you are considering doing it, what we went through so far was obviously take the shocks off the car and you got to send them in, but their process in setting these shocks up are not like cookie cutter. You know, it's not like a one size fits all kind of thing. When you call, you actually have to set up an appointment. And then they take like a full profile of who you are. You know, how much do you weigh? What accessories do you have on the car? What size tires do you have? How do you drive? All of that stuff. They take like a full, you know, profile of you and your vehicle. And then they tune your shocks and your springs to you. So Keith has a cooler and a windshield and a couple other accessories on. So his shocks are slightly different in the valving for him as opposed to mine are for me, because I don't have any of that stuff. So you send them out, you have an appointment, they do their magic, they send them back, and that's where we are now. So, one second. All their instructions are online. They put this right in your face because they don't want you to miss it, because setting up ride height and crossover settings are crucial to making these shocks work properly. So it's important to make sure you don't miss that. So let's do an unboxing, man. All right. Cut this bitch open.
I was really impressed with how they package these.
Oh, no joke. That's kind of what I wanted to show this off. I mean, they ship worldwide, and everybody knows the shipping system can be brutal. But look at the quality in this packing. It's like the foam is like molded around the suspension.
It's real nice and tight. It doesn't get much better than that.
No. So what we're gonna do, ride height is determined by the preload, which is here. Crossover we'll get to later. So we're gonna throw the shocks on the car, and once the shocks are on the car, then we'll do a little run, you know, just to get the shocks to settle, and then check the ride height. If we need to adjust it, we will. We probably will. And repeat that until the ride height is set. So let's get that started. All right, I did not think you guys wanted to watch us put those shocks back on. You've already seen us take them off. So the shocks are on the car, but you can clearly see why it is important to adjust the preload, because currently it is a monster truck. I don't really know if I could even get in this thing. The door is higher than my knee. So Keith's gonna run it down to the end of the yard here, turn it around if he can get in there.
Yeah, I can get in.
And then we'll adjust the preload on it after we don't lose all my tools. I think you should really just leave it.
You can leave yours like this.
I think that looks kind of nasty.
I didn't think it was gonna set up this high. That's
But we are not fixing the shock canisters yet, in case we need to take the shock off for ease of adjustment. But they sure look good, don't they? Can you get in there?
since it's tall as my truck.
It's gonna settle a lot though.
Oh yeah.
Because your wheels are like this. It's gonna settle a lot.
Your camera's gonna fall out of it.
Yeah. You'll be, it won't be this high when you get back. Look how much it already settled. So when he comes in, you don't want to brake stop, you just want to let it roll stop, because if you brake stop, you're going to cause the momentum of the machine to get the suspension to sit differently. I mean, you want to get an accurate. Remember, don't brake stop, just let it roll stop. When you come in, just let it roll stop, don't brake stop. Good. Stay in it. So when you're checking front ride height, there's a little bar right here that you can use. It's nice and easy to get to. So, dude, you're gonna laugh. So they want front ride height to be at 16 inches. Yeah. It's at 16 inches.
Is it really?
It is. So it's 17 inches to get to this bar, but the bar is 1 inch higher than the frame. That's 16 inches, bro. That's awesome.
Size 16 right across.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's front 16.
Oh, we're probably good in the back then.
Well, let's check out the back. We want 15 and a half.
15 and a half.
Well, you're at 15 and a quarter.
Right off quarter.
You want to go up then?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go up.
You know, we need to check my air pressure first.
Thank you for reminding me. Make sure your air pressure is the same all the way around, because if one tire is more or less, it's going to change the ride height. Yep. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yep.
15 and a half on the frickin' dot.
Seriously?
Not even like...
They sent them to you ready to rock.
It's not even like an eighth off.
I don't weigh that much.
Shock therapy rocks.
Seriously, don't count on that happening. But that's
always
pretty.
check.
That's pretty sweet. Let's Loctite them down, man.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah, we got lucky. So ride height is set. The next thing we're gonna do is adjust the crossovers on the inside. We need to have a 1 inch gap between the top of the spring spacer here and the bottom of the crossover. Yeah, it looks about 1.5 inches, so we'll bring it down 1 inch. And then drive the bottom one down. That looks...
Are you supposed to go from the bushing here? From this?
No, the inside of it here, there's a lip. So from the bottom of this lip to the bottom of the crossover. So I'm kind of guessing where the lip is, right here. I think you're pretty close. Yeah, you're maybe. Oh yeah, you're on there. And then tighten this one down on top of it so it doesn't move. These are close. Oh, you're good. You had it right.
Move your arms.
Here, let's turn it. Ah. Don't go so fast. You're at 2. What's up?
Right there?
Yep. Sweet. One more. You, sir, are good. So now what we'll do is adjust. So when you work with shock therapy, they give you a base tune, someplace to start with, in terms of high speed, low speed, and rebound. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set that. So I know everybody likes, they just want numbers. What do I set it at? You can't really do that because everybody's ride style is different. Everybody weighs different. Him and I weigh different. We don't weigh the same. He's got more accessories. One person drives different than the other. So there's no one size fits all in terms of, high speed, low speed. So we're gonna use their base setting. And then when we go out later this afternoon, if we need to, we'll fine tune it. Their recommended setting on the rear for rebound is 12 clicks. So everything goes from soft or loose. So that's counterclockwise. So you loosen it all the way up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. For the front is 8 clicks. Hey, cool. We'll do low speed first. Low speed is on the inside. Okay, so that's all the way out. So they want one full turn. One full turn. One full turn. They want one turn on the back as well. Yep, incoming short jokes. One turn. One turn. Okay. 2 full turns. One. Two. One. And two. And fronts. One turn. One. All set, man. Go beat it up.
Let's get yours done.
All right. Good call. There you go. So you've seen one. You don't want to watch it again. So we're gonna sprint through this so we can get out and ride. So see you soon. All right, we got my car all dialed in, suspension set, the preload, crossover, all of that. Mine was off a little bit, needed some love, so we had to make sure we got that all squared away. But I'm sitting at 16-inch ground clearance in the front and like 15 and 3/4-ish, 15 and a half to 15 and 3/4 in the rear. Crossovers are set, high speed, low speed set to their recommended settings. We're headed to the gravel pit. When last I was there, I wound up on my roof. With any luck, not today. So we'll see you there. Hoping for a little redemption out here. Gonna let her eat. It's such a huge difference coming through here. There's like no chatter bumps in that suspension at all.
That's what I was just telling Dave. I said, you ride with you
It's so smooth.
night and day.
Woo! So without giving away too much, your first impressions on the suspension would be?
Good. It's a lot different. It's a lot better. Smoother, softer. I don't know.
Yeah. 'Cause I know when you're coming through here, there's like virtually no chatter bumps at all.
Right.
You know, it's just so smooth. So we're not gonna do a full review breakdown on this ride today. Next week, we're gonna go back to that whoop section. Probably cut to a clip right in here of what that looks like. We'll put the frame side by side and then we'll do a full breakdown, but I mean, yeah, definitely worth it so far. Definitely worth it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned next week, part 3. See ya.